Hey, come on in, come on in. So I'm here. I'm a little bit cold, so I have my robe on. I'm fully dressed for the day. I'm not lounging around, just so you know. I'm not, so I just wanted to keep myself warm. So come on in. Today I want to talk about just we have to get out of our own way. Okay? Man, so often we're in our own way, just hanging there, just keeping ourselves blocked, just keeping ourselves tied down, just keeping ourselves distracted as much as possible to face the things that we really need to face, to go after the things that we really need to go after, to move through and solve and find solutions for the problems that we are dealing with on a day-to-day basis. You see, when we're in our way, we are staying still, and that is not our purpose. Our purpose is to keep moving. Life is about growing. Life is about developing and transforming and evolving. So as if you are life, you speak life, and you should operate as though, life is within you, then you shouldn't have anything keeping you from, doing your natural going about your natural state, right? So when you feel stuck, when you feel like you're not moving, when you feel like nothing is working out for you, you need to, you know, reevaluate. Sit back and figure out what it is that you are keeping yourself out of. What is keeping you away from going forward, from making that decision, and from getting yourself out of the choices and changing your mindset towards the choices that you're making? It all starts with you. And then when you have to identify with you, then you start looking within. Hello, guys. Thanks for jumping in. So then you have to start looking within. You see, we are so accustomed to so many things around us, and we're like kind of like on autopilot with a lot of things. We know how to go and find and search for things. We can talk to our phones now instead of type things. I had this thought a while back, and it was a scary thought for me because I'm thinking, like, we're going back in a time. Like, I grew up in a time where I'm always told, like, there is nothing new under the sun. And truly, I mean, it may come back in so many different forms, but it has been here before. It's nothing new. It may be new to us because we're experiencing it for the first time, but there is nothing new here, right? No matter how, modern it seems to be, to relate to the generation that you have to relate to at each cycle. But it's like, um, then I lost my train of thought. But I'm saying nothing is new under the sun, right? So we have to get out of our own way. We got to figure out what it is that you have, that's keeping you stagnant, that's keeping you from moving. And then we have to relearn. And it's all about reprogramming ourselves. Stop settling with what you're told, what you're accustomed to, what people spoke into your life, and you decided to accept it. It doesn't always have to be so. Learn to challenge things, learn to test all things. And this is things I always talk about over and over and over again. So, as it relates to our 26-week saving challenge, I want you guys to focus on your habits. What are the habits you have creating you around, your saving goals, created around your mindset about finances, and, ways on even getting money, and, and multiple streams of financial streams coming into you. Open your mindset and figure out. I did a library haul the other day, and I took about like 12 books. And I'm always telling you guys to read, read, read. So there's multiple ways that you can read, or get into reading if it's something that you're not accustomed to. But I like to copy the habits of people who are already ahead of the game in the areas that I want to form myself or become in. So what are a lot of people doing? Reading. Where most of the information that that you need to know, they're hitting inside of a book. So find out what books, what what things that you need, what areas you need to develop in, and get the resources. There are free resources like the library. There are audio resources like Audible, where you can listen to and download the books that are on available on Amazon, and that are available on Audible. You get those. Go and buy some books at Chapters or one of those stores. There's no excuse these days on why you are not, getting the information. The books are even on YouTube. Some of them you can Google them and they'll be read to you and all of that. Whatever. We all have different ways of learning. So figure out what way, helps you to learn and retain the information so that you can apply the information so that you can get a return on your investment, that you can see the results that you want in your life, and then start. It's baby steps to greatness. You don't have to change overnight, right? It's self-development. You should always be growing. You should always be developing. So we put this illusion of a rush of we're running out of time, we don't have enough time, and it's all in our mind. What we are the one really set the tone. We're the one that really give the deadline. So, okay, you got to this deadline, do a reevaluation, do an inventory. Okay, what have you improved? What have you accomplished? Okay, now you have such and such left to do, then get to it. Take the pressure off, breathe, attack these things, and just celebrate the little things that you're doing and the major things. And if you really feel bad enough that you're not, you're not where you're supposed to be, that just simply means that, you need to go bigger. You need to try harder. You need to fight harder. You need to push, pray until something happens, and act. Take action, make moves. Simple. It's all with you. So, I mean, we can self-doubt, we can self-sabotage, and we can neglect, but it's not really getting us anywhere. Again, we need to get out of our own way. So that was my little 2 cents. Let me share some of the books I got with you. I'm all about learning a lot of things, the things I come here and I teach about, the things I like to interest. I do have multiple companies. I run an agency, a home care agency, where I hire PSWs or CNAs in America is what they call them. But I'm always in the back end trying to learn about marketing, sales, business. I do self-development. So I learn and I like to read about a lot of things, cultural, arts, all these things. So this is a book on persuasion for anybody who may, I hope that didn't cut off, who may be interested in any of these books. And I got these books in the library. We got this one here. Okay. And then I'm going to go and I'll come back later. This is a really good book. A lot of us like to read these books. If you are into marketing and sales, the 80/20 rule is one thing that you should learn. Start up your life. Y'all don't like to read. See, the room cleared out real quick when I started talking about books. But I do that every now and then. I do that on Instagram. I post most of the books, so go ahead and follow me there at I am Latrice Lindsay at Instagram, on Instagram, or at Smile Empress Tribe. The Lazy Millionaire. I don't know what this is about, but this is going to apparently give me some great tips on how to make passive income, basically. And a lot of the things I find out about the easy way to make money online, and all the different strategies and techniques, I found them in the books, and I've tested them out myself, and then it has a return on investments. I've suggested it for other people to try, other clients, other friends, and they've tried it, and and then I get their feedback. They've had their return on investment. So again, it's time investment. So it's a matter of seeking out books that you may not normally want to read, but it holds the information that you need. And you'd be surprised some of the information that that you get from it. So that's just some of them, and I have plenty more. Small business marketing. So again, this haul, library haul, was mostly all about sales and marketing for me. So that's what I'm focusing on right now. All right, so peace and love. I will see you guys later, and we're going to have some conversations about, getting your health in track, preparing yourself for the holidays, preparing yourself for this big spending haul, that the pressure that you guys are going to be on as this holiday rush is about to approach us very quickly. October is already finito. All right. So thanks for joining. Thanks to the replay viewers. Please follow, share with people, share with a friend. All right. Thanks. Have a great day.